Either they're having an affair or they're just very shy.
Imagine this. You're at a Coldplay concert. The lights are low, the energy is electric, and Chris Martin is about to sing your favorite song. Suddenly, you see yourself on the massive Jumbotron. But this isn't your moment of rock and roll glory.
No.
This is the beginning of a viral nightmare that will cost you your job, create an internet firestorm, and make you the main character in a global drama. This is exactly what happened to the now former CEO of a billion-dollar AI company who was caught in a, let's call it a compromising position with his head of HR on the Coldplay kiss cam. Today, we're diving deep into the story of Andy Byron and Kristin Cabot, the Coldplay couple that the internet just can't stop talking about. We'll break down what happened, the hilarious and brutal online reaction, and the very real-world fallout. So grab your popcorn because this is a wild ride. Our story begins on July 16, 2025, at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Massachusetts. The Music of the Spheres World Tour is in full swing, and over 66,000 fans are having the time of their lives. During the show, Chris Martin decides to do his Jumbotron song, where the camera pans across the crowd and he improvises a little tune about the people he sees. For a few seconds, the camera lands on a couple looking cozy. The man, later identified as Andy Byron, the CEO of the AI firm Astronomer, has his arms wrapped around a woman, Kristin Cabot, who happens to be his chief people officer. They're smiling, swaying to the music, everything seems normal. But then, they realize they're on the big screen. And here's where it all goes wrong. Her jaw drops, her hands fly to her face, and she spins away from the camera. He, in a move that can only be described as a guilty duck and cover, immediately lets go and drops out of the frame. It was, as one commentator put it, the worst cover-up ever. Chris Martin, ever the showman, immediately quips to the massive audience. Or, as we say in Coldplay, especially him, "Cambrapata." The crowd erupts in laughter. Little did they know they were witnessing the opening act of a major corporate scandal. In fact, later in the show, Martin, perhaps sensing the gravity of the situation, reportedly said, "Holy shit, I hope we didn't do something bad." At subsequent concerts, he even started issuing playful warnings to the crowd before using the Jumbotron. The person who filmed the Jumbotron, a concert goer named Grace Springer, said she just thought she caught an interesting reaction to the kiss cam and decided to post it. And post it she did. The clip exploded on TikTok, amassing over 45 million views in no time. The internet, being the internet, immediately turned into a team of digital detectives. It took mere hours for users on TikTok, X, formerly Twitter, and Reddit to identify the couple as Andy Byron and Kristin Cabot of Astronomer. The fact that they were a CEO and his HR chief, and that both were reportedly married to other people, added jet fuel to the fire. The memes were relentless. There were jokes about job vacancies at Astronomer, comparisons to the drama and the show Succession, and even fake merchandise like "Not Shy, Just Married," #ColdplayGate t-shirts. The scandal got so big that even Elon Musk chimed in with a laughing emoji. As you can imagine, things at Astronomer, a company valued at over $1 billion, were tense. At first, a series of fake apologies from Byron and even a fake statement from Coldplay about creating camera-free audience sections went viral, which the company had to debunk. But then came the real consequences. Astronomer announced that it had launched a formal investigation. Soon after, both Byron and Cabot were placed on leave. Less than 24 hours after that, Andy Byron resigned as CEO. The company's board released a statement saying, "Our leaders are expected to set the standard in both conduct and accountability, and recently, that standard was not met." While Byron was out, Kristin Cabot remained on leave, leading to a massive online debate about potential double standards. Legal experts have suggested that firing an HR chief outright could expose the company to legal risks, and that negotiations for an exit deal might be happening behind the scenes.
Beyond the memes and the drama, this incident has sparked some serious conversations. First, there's the issue of workplace relationships. A relationship between a CEO and the head of HR is seen by many as a massive conflict of interest. The HR department is supposed to be a neutral resource for all employees, and a relationship at the very top can undermine that trust entirely. Then there's the kiss cam itself. Is it a fun, harmless tradition or an outdated spectacle that puts people on the spot? This incident has certainly provided fuel for the anti-kiss cam crowd. And finally, it's a stark reminder about privacy in the digital age. A moment of poor judgment in a crowd of thousands, but captured by a single phone, can upend your entire life. As the woman who filmed your video said, play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
So, what have we learned from the great Coldplay Kiss Cam catastrophe of 2025? We've learned that the internet is undefeated. We've learned that if you're going to have a secret affair, maybe don't do it in the VIP section of a globally televised concert. And we've learned that HR is, in fact, not always on the CEO's side. The story of Andy Byron and Kristin Cabot is a perfect storm of modern scandals, a public faux pas, a workplace power dynamic, and the lightning speed of social media. It's a hilarious, cringy, and ultimately cautionary tale for our times. The interim CEO of Astronomer even acknowledged the surreal level of media attention, stating that, while he wouldn't have wished for it to happen this way, Astronomer is now a household name.
Memes are flooding social media.
Oh, look at these two.
All right, come on, you're okay? Oh, look at these two. All right, come on, you're okay? Oh, what?
Play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
But what do you guys think? Was the public reaction justified? Should he have been fired? And what's the most awkward thing you've ever seen on a Jumbotron? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into internet chaos, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next video. Until next time, stay out of trouble and off the kiss cam.